It's your turn, Heather.
No, Heather, it's Heather's turn.
Heather. Sorry, Heather.
Heather told me she teaches people real life. What is your damage, Heather?
You blame Heather. Back me up, Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Shit, Heather, I don't have anything against Martha Dunstock.
Heather, bend over.
Veronica Sawyer, Heather Chandler sandwich.
I want to get a Heather and put her on my Johnson and just start spinning around like a goddamn pinwheel.
Yeah, so what's the question, Heather?
God damn, Heather, you were with me in study hall when I thought of it. It was Heather.
Oh, shit.
It's just Heather. Why can't we talk to different kinds of people?
Heather number one just looked right at me.
Grow up, Heather. Come on, Heather, let's take another look at today's lunch.
You a Heather?
So what are you gonna do, Heather?
It's your turn, Heather.
Easy shot, Heather.
Heather, your mother's here.
I understand that I must stop Heather. Killing Heather'd be like offing the Wicked Witch of the West. Heather, I feel really sick, but tonight, let me dream of a world without Heather.
Heather Chandler is one bitch that deserves to die.
I'd like to see Heather Chandler puke her guts out.
Morning, Heather.
Hey, you can do Heather's handwriting as well as your own, right?
That's good, but Heather would never use the word myriad.
Heather Chandler is not your everyday suicide.
Now, is this Heather the cheerleader?
That would be Heather McNamara.
Damn.
Watch it, Heather. You might be digesting food there.
Heather left behind one of her swatches.
That example is Heather Chandler.
Heather and I used to go out.
Heather, how many networks did you run to?
Heather Chandler's more popular than ever now.
What was the first day after Heather's suicide like?
I blame not Heather.
Please send Heather to heaven and all that.
I prayed for the death of Heather Chandler many times.
Technically, I did not kill Heather Chandler.
Heather, I have something going with JD.
Still gotta talk to Heather, dude.
Doing a favor for Heather.
Another fucking Heather.
So Heather gets the front page, and I get crammed in by the Taco Bell coupon.
We were wondering if you had any poems, artwork that Heather did that we can put in the Heather Chandler yearbook spread.
Suicide gave Heather depth.
I'm Heather Duke.
Heather Chandler was that leader, but Heather to Heather.
Heather?
Look, there's Heather.
I'm this Heather.
I mean, Heather and Kurt were a shock, but Martha Dump Truck?
My name is Heather. No, it's not Heather.
Heather told everyone about Heather. I've cut off Heather Chandler's head, and Heather Duke's head has sprouted back in its place. Heather's even doing the old note trick. I guess that's Heather's way. Wait, where's Heather going?
Where's Heather going?
Heather? Heather? What about Heather and Kurt and Ram?
Heather Chandler did polls.
Heather? Heather, why can't you just be a friend? I was thinking more along the lines of slitting Heather Duke's wrists open, making it look like a suicide.
Come on, it's Heather's copy of Moby Dick.
Excuse me, I think I know Heather a little bit better than you do. If she was gonna slit her wrist, the knife would be spotless. There's only one of us who knows how to do Heather's handwriting, and if you think I'm gonna write another suicide note, you're wrong.
Heather Duke underlined a lot of things in this copy of Moby Dick. Is the key to understanding Heather's pain. On the surface, Heather Duke was the vivacious young lady we all knew her to be.
Heather? Heather, my love, there's a new sheriff in town.